And this is actually working. Okay, perfect. Let's get some. Actually, that's a question I need to not be asking. Yeah. Output device, speakers. Okay, people should be able to hear you now. Yeah.
So the stream didn't even hear my side of this conversation. They just heard you say your response.
Oh, well, that's lovely. I'm 4 viewers already. Holy hell. 6. That number's going to fluctuate. Because one time, starting in the stream had 20 people. And it was crazy.
Okay, I can barely hear you.
That's because I've got the thing sitting over here. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but there's like a mic buzz or something.
Ah. Is that better?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Alright, what about right now?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. So, we need to get started. We went from like 10 viewers to like 3. That's depressing. Okay, we need to get started. Tree.
You probably went down on viewers because I'm here.
That's not the purpose. Justin, shut the fuck up. Signal box. Telephone pole. Water tower. Oh yeah, in that lot I also got, there was like a bunch of like, there was a Trackmaster water tower, a Trackmaster like telephone pole, that one rare signal box that comes in the Build a Bridge set, another Tomy signal box, and, interesting enough, you guys don't really know about this, now own Birdie. We got 2 viewers, I guess that counts. And Tommy Birdie runs well. No gears are broken. It's all clean. Alright. Besides in the literal sense. Okay, so what we're building today is we are building Morgan's Mine for a short that pertains to the series. Episode 9 should be written and be able to start filming in late April, which is this month, obviously. We're reaching time again to start filming another episode, which is perfect, because all people can really do right now is stay at home and watch episodes. Talmor Knapford did really good when building, and a lot of people were there for that. Mainly because it was Tatmar and it's the 20th anniversary. But that had probably nothing to do with it. I'm just taking a wild guess here. Justin, what the hell are you doing?
So my phone's on the ground right now, and I have a lamp in my hand because for some reason I can't use my flashlight when I'm in a Discord call. So I have a lamp in my hand looking under my bed just trying to do something.
You still got out that Trackmaster 2-track?
What?
You still got all that Trackmaster 2-track?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh. I might need some of those straights back.
Okay.
Because, like, when building more, and that's the problem I have, is that I run out of straights. I also bought that push-along set. You know, the one push-along set that has, what is it? The Diamond Crossing. I went and bought that set. $10 purchase. Kind of worth it.
Okay, if I screech and ignore it.
I think most of us will. Justin proceeds to get bit by 7 rats.
I wouldn't be surprised if instead of like turned into them. I
honestly need to buy more of the double curves. More play rails like the outer curve. Okay, so play rails outer curves for like the double tracks. They sell those individually, or well, in packs of 4. And with them being sold in packs of 4, I've made it my duty to go and buy some. Well, I've only bought 1 pack out of the several that I thought I would. Actually, I swear, if I share this, if I go to the channel page, I share the stream, Twitter will probably get more viewers that way. Okay, we've got some people here. That's not really. It's only 5. Okay, so we're right at 4.5K, almost. I guess that's pretty good. Also, TikTok's really not that bad. I only say that because my girlfriend, she uses TikTok, and I have to be nice about it. But that's just me. Okay, so I've got to put up all the Tomy tracks. I know that for a fact. I've got to put them all up. Except for in a literal sense.
That was way too much effort to just find some crap.
Well, maybe have it in a safe, in a like, kind of safer place, I guess. So, fair enough. So, I'm gonna just show. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Yeah. Okay, so the retaining wall over here. This was mainly built for Tidmouth, and it was mainly built for Knapford. But at the same, for Knapford here. Yeah, its main use was supposed to be, it was just supposed to be there for scenic reasons. With the start of the Justin, you'll get to meet some of my Thomas friends. Okay, I got them. I'm gonna make a group chat real quick. Where's Liam? Liam. He's here. Okay. Justin Dooley. Okay, I'm gonna call here. Okay, so we're here. Okay. Justin, meet Liam. Liam, meet Justin. He is also fellow Magic Railroad fan.
Speaking of what, I'm actually setting up a Magic Railroad set right now.
As I'm taking down one. It's kind of fun, actually. Feels nice taking down a set that's been up for a little while. I filmed the clips I needed to on it, And it wasn't even for Magic Railroad. It was for
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was for my series. Basically, an entire reference and homage to an entire Magic Railroad scene. But not in a... But the thing is, it wasn't Magic Railroad.
Are you making a smelters or set time?
No. Today we're building Morgan's Mine because the type of scene it's going for, well, the thing is...
I thought in the script it's in Morgan's Mine.
Yeah, that's where the hideout is. As in, like, the scrapyard is where their quote-unquote hideout is. I gotta grab a little tub for the straight tracks. So they have someone going. Luckily they fit in these perfectly. I guess today since your boy doesn't have to go to work, I'm gonna just take down Knapford and I'm gonna build Morgan's Mine, and we might call it that. Also, Liam, if anybody else in the chat on Twitter wants to join, you know what to do. Just add them.
Yeah, that's fine. And now the set's complete.
What set was it?
It's the 19th game set.
I know that spoilers for season 3. Probably nobody will ask, but
I'm filming on my iPad because I like this shot right now.
it's the meeting scene. A classic set. A classic timeless set.
Yeah, I did that so many times, and I'm trying to make it like accurate. Like,
Yeah.
Where's the birdie gone? No, I just need to set up my button machine.
Okay. I'm probably just gonna make a chat just for live streams. And then people can leave and go and come in and then leave when they please. I also learned that the Tomy Japanese signal house is perfect for Thomas stuff because it just fits so well together.
Japanese stuff is always perfect.
Yes, especially the station and where there's like one Wellsworth stations, which that's what they're marketed as through Tomy. Okay, there's tub 1 of Tomy straight. Where is tub 2? Or do I have a second free tub? No, I don't, do I? I highly doubt I do. Well, shit. I do know that the double tacked blue straight track goes there. And today, oh, that's right, we're bringing out that track today. We're also bringing out the special diamond crossing track and special curves for today's set. Gotta put the mail cars somewhere. Oh, right, where they go. Of course. Jobs that must be done. Crane it, train it, and how that time's the problem. One so day. So I learned that a Trackmaster Thomas hit toy coating pull 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars. That includes, well, you know, the brake van. And I was really surprising when I found out Thomas could do that. I wanted to test him, and I mean, the player Thomas can do it, but Thomas kind of struggles. For in a literal sense. I'm on a real big Steven Universe kick lately. Actually, this is how I've been since the show ended. Back in March. It's only been a couple of weeks, but it's starting to bother me. Last night, Friday night was 3 weeks, and I was just like, oh Lord. It really has been over for 3 weeks. I need the rest of the freight cars, which there's about 5 of them. See, when purchasing freight for your Thomas and Friends trucks, here's the thing. Always make sure that if you can always access the crates, which they specifically come from the Brenham shipping cars, and you also get 2. It's weird how to describe it, I guess. Because you could say that, depending on what the thing is that you'll get more. It is true, because the Brenham Bay shipping coat cars only come with 2, while the spaghetti cars, which I just so happen.
Cars existed.
Honestly, me too, until I found it at a flea market. That's how I remember they existed. Found them at a flea market.
The spaghetti cars, like, honestly.
Like, okay. I was really confused. I was just like, wait, these existed? And then when I got home and I got on the wiki and I realized how rare they technically were, I was just like, And when you can hear, I have the X Toy Cat. And we've got useful engine.
Hey, what's up?
Try to live left and fullest.
Nice to be here.
Mountain Dew's empty.
Yeah.
Nobody touches my Mountain Dew but me, Sonny Jim. Don't get me started on the Mountain Dew. No one touches my Mountain Dew, think about me, Sonny Jim. James Reynolds. I
Nice, but I prefer Baja Blast.
Baja Blast is good.
It tasted once in a while, right?
I mean, for a Mountain Dew flavor, I'd say Voltage is probably my favorite. Now, to have 4 red express coaches, it's perfect when you're filming a scene that resembles Magic Railroad, because Gordon throughout most of the movie pulled the 4 red express coaches. And I learned that there was only 2 green express coaches used during the filming of Tamar. For one scene.
Yeah.
Well, for one set of scenes, technically, because you got to count Kilovan as an entire set. Who's Aben and why are we killing him? Funny joke time with Dolan. We've also got life lessons with Dolan. Those happen every Thursday. Life lessons with Dolan only happens every Thursday. Every 4th Thursday of the month. And if there isn't a 4th Thursday, well then bring it to you on the 3rd Thursday. I'm actually going to make that a series. Using the experience I've learned as a kid. I'm going to just be like, here's what to do and what not to do. Step 1. How to stop being stupid. Well, that's going to ruin my facial.
That's gonna ruin my facial. Yeah, I love that. That's one of my favorite scenes in Magic Railroad.
Apparently that scene was supposed to be longer.
This was not cranky enough. Oh yeah, there. I think I've seen someone do a Thomas documentary on like the director's cut and like I think it was supposed to take place at the docks and Frankie dropped oil on Diesel Pen followed by dropping a crate of and
If you drop a white liquid on Diesel Pen, then no, that's gonna ruin my facial. It's gonna take all the film.
oh no.
William, I'm going to have to stop you right there.
No.
Just no.
Oh, Thomas, I forgot you were still set.
For your new video, Bailey, I have a lot of cut back like that. I just discovered though, like a lot of improvised lines. Oh.
If you can just do a bunch of if it's series related, honestly, I'll take it because Splatter and Dodge can be just doing stuff. Well,
Oh, it was just mumbling things over about balloons. That was all it was.
balloons, my favorite.
Okay, I left Patty. Yeah, who got the balloon?
I mean, the thing is that Splatter and Dodge, I mean, their improvisation, I bet. The thing is that in the movie, you got to think about it like this. They definitely did improvisation.
Yeah.
Because I bet that stuff wasn't in the script. Britt was just like, oh, hey. Britt was probably just like, hey, improvise. It's like, okay.
I mean, I can totally see that.
Wayward
Improvise. I don't know.
was really on holiday or not. I question that too, a lot.
I mean, maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I mean, who knows what he does on a daily basis.
Well, see, the thing is that, yes, he is mentioned to have gone on holiday before. Season 2 episode, Percy and the Signal. It is mentioned that he's gone on holiday before. And, because, during that episode, the entire time that he's telling James, not to do anything. So Tom Hat isn't there to correct him. So that's what James does.
Nice smoke box and just on it, little stuff up.
Nasty fumes from Dingy Diesel.
And it is exactly the lost engine.
And if he finds it, I fear that will destroy us all.
What? Even an engine as big as me?
Yes, Gordon. Even you.
Achoo!
Fucking hell, Thomas.
Right, Thomas.
I still got sneezing powder up my funnel. Now I'm off to collect Mr. Conductor. Or go find Mr. Conductor.
That's what we would want.
How about a race, Thomas? Brum, brum.
Sorry, Birdie, I can't remember the rest of that dialogue there.
Sorry, Buddy, I can't today. I have to be a really useful and then
It's all some mysteries instead.
I guess that means I win. Perhaps another day. Rum.
I just remembered. Doesn't that entire like section of like dialogue appear in the soundtrack before Really Beautiful Engine plays?
Yeah.
I think it's funny that they do that, and they should have done it in the movie as well. It would have made it a lot better. Having it in the movie would have been great. Like, am I the only one who thinks that? Like having that exact
I think
same.
that would be good.
Yeah.
I mean, at least the soundtrack gave us some free sound effects.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I love the sound effects in Thomas and Matthew Rare.
Shit, my pump machine's still working. It's overheated. It's gonna take a second to cool down.
Train boy. Okay, what time is it? Oh, I missed this message. I feel bad now. Trainboy 53 Productions asks, where did you get the small wheels for your Emily model? Those are actually just those normal small wheels that you get from like flatbeds and stuff like that. I just so happen to have an old mining wagon that I took apart and I used for other things. So I just took the wheels. But yeah. I'm hoping to find Hector soon. 'Cause I saw Hector appear and I was just like on eBay for a while. I was trying to win a bid, but that failed horribly because somebody came in and just like, hey, I'm like, what the fuck? I also did learn that what was it?
Nice smooth.
I thought I'd clean the camera up just a bit. I got 5 likes, 2 viewers, whatever. I remember when building Knapford, we had 20 fucking viewers. It says, does he have any hard feelings about how the conductors handled things in Tatmar? In my series, I will say that Fat Hat does, he just doesn't go over it at all, and he like puts it aside him whenever the conductors come to see how the railway's doing. Which is very often now since Allison's here, and we actually don't know where Mr. Conductor is, unless, for those who have paid attention to episode 8, will have noticed that in episode 8, it is specifically described that a man from the States. Who could be a man from the States in Thomas and Friends? No other but than Mr. Conductor.
Well, George Carlin.
Well, George Carlin's part of the conductor family. He's listed as Carlin conductor, like but Alec conductor is the is what?
Alec conductor.
Yeah, that's and that's where Junior's just labeled as Junior. I think people have already gathered that information.
Yeah, I've always found the conductor family to be interesting. Like, hello, Mr. Conductor. Wait a minute. What the heck happened to you? Wait a minute.
Good enough for me.
Honestly, like, I also think about other Thomas narrators, like from the Railway series books and from and of course, like, Brandon and Mark Morgan. Like, wouldn't you think they'd also be part of the conductor family?
They could be if you really wanted them to.
Yeah, because that's what I feel like.
Now, I do feel like Mark Morgan would definitely be part of the conductor family.
Yeah. I also think he played a conductor, like, in, like, some learning segments, kind of like how Mr. Perkins did. Honestly, wouldn't he also think if he was also a part of it, too?
I think that Mr. Conductor should come back in the show in some form.
Honestly, they need to make it a CGI Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
They're re-releasing it. I suppose that's the next best thing.
That we're not completely sure about that now because the thing is no longer on Amazon.
Well, Cardi Cinema, or whatever his name is, said that it's all coming. It's just they took it off their website and stuff.
That would make sense because, like, you don't want so many people pre-ordering it beforehand and then lose the money halfway in the process of trying to get it.
You know, I mean, someone on Twitter to say that their order got canceled, and I'm like, wait, why?
It's not the order got canceled. It's just that they refunded the money because they didn't want people waiting for it. I mean, and that's pretty obvious.
I mean, I guess so.
I only really need one table for all the Morgan's Mine scenes, but at the same time, I can't help but just try and build a set that goes around all the tables. Oh, James, Percy, and Thomas, you guys gotta come with me. You're going back on the shelf for now. Actually, no, James, you need to stay out because you and Edward have a scene together. Toby's role in that one scene in Tatmar, but it's replaced with James and Edward, and it's much better.
Honestly, just replaced it with Edward.
It would have been, I mean, don't get me wrong, Toby is perfect in Tatmar. He's part of, he's part of the original 7. And I mean, I do see that, part of me believes that the whole thing about, whatever it is, how do I say this? The whole thing about Edward's model not being completed in time, I call bullshit. Oh, I also call the claims saying that Edward cannot be utilized in the story. I call bullshit on that.
I mean, I guess it does. I mean, it kind of makes me think so hard about it. Like, especially how you could incorporate Edward. Maybe, like, you could say that, I mean, they can say his model wasn't finished. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't believe that in the first place. But of course, they couldn't really find a good role for him. Guess what? I call bullshit on that as well. Because there's so many ways you could have utilized Edward in that movie. Like, he could have took the cotton hat to his holiday. He could have been the one that could have told the engines about the lost engine. There's just so many things about that.
Well, see, in Tatmar lore, people believe that Lady has been to the island before. Which is true.
And same with Burnett. And same with Burnett.
And Burnett has been there before because there's clearly a picture he has drawn of him being there. Now, I do believe that Lady has been there, and I do believe that Diesel 10 has been there as well, and that's how Diesel 10 found out about Lady.
Like,
it would make the most sense.
Honestly, I guess the only film I've seen about the legend of ladies from Thomas and Railroad when we created the legend of Diesel 10, which I also really like that.
The thing is that just Lady's character, it's not bad, but like, you do more with it.
Yeah, I guess she's just another one of those undeveloped characters that were screened for only reasons and calling all engines.
Lady will always be underdeveloped, and no matter what they try and do, and they try and like make themselves look better for doing what they did, Lady's character, we'll never see her again. I mean,
yeah.
We were going to see Splatter and Dodge in season, I think it was 15? Yeah, 15 and Day of the Diesels. We're supposed to see it then.
Wait, what?
Splatter and Dodge were actually Splatter, Dodge, and Dennis were supposed to be in
Yeah.
Day of the Diesels, but it was replaced with Paxton, Sydney, and Norman.
Yeah.
Literally, you can put Dennis in the CGI series. You just literally color. I mean, don't give redo Norman's face and take away the unibrow and then paint it gray and give it the BR number of like I think it was 10011.
You can do that with Splatter and Dodge. Just recolor Ari and Bird.
And have even more diesels on the island. I mean that's. I mean yeah, of course it's a Haven Steam Railway. Doesn't matter.
So, you know what I've been thinking? Like, so, since Lady, like, appeared in Polygon Engines, wouldn't it be interesting, even though he didn't exist until, season 9, wouldn't it be interesting if Proteus would have been there instead of Rocky?
That would have made more sense. I bet Proteus did exist. That's the thing. I mean, do you remember, Proteus is literally the same model as Sir Handel.
Well, yeah, and they could have put Proteus to more use, and that's how they could have done it.
Well, see, the thing is that Calling All Engines is the Season 9 special.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's that, of course, it's that one thing that takes place between a two-season action type of thing.
Like how, see, there was two films that technically take place in between Season 21 and Season 22. Big World Big Adventures, and then you've also got Journey Beyond Sodor. So because see, the thing is that yes, it takes place, and my belief is that it takes place before the Fastest Red Engine on Sodor, but it still takes place after Season 21, because the Fastest Red Engine on Sodor could easily take place in Season 22.
Honestly, that should have been like an engine of many colors. That actually should have been a season 21 episode. That should take place right in between the Fastest Red Engine and Recess Forever.
I mean, it would have made sense because first off, the episode is part of the it takes place in between A Shed for Edward and the Fastest Red Engine on Sodor.
Yeah, but the one thing that I'm trying to wrap my head around is I think someone in the Thomas fandom, I think that they wrote that episode. I mean,
Michael White wrote all of the Edward and I believe he wrote most of the saga, I want to believe.
well, I mean, if you're going to roll your round back to that idea, then you should have put that right in between.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they want to reverse back in time a little bit, and then change it in I mean, but then it really actually wouldn't make sense because of course, A Shed for Edward and all that. That's just something that I don't understand about episodes. How do they tie in with each other?
I mean, yeah, that's a good question, but honestly, I wish I had some of the wider curves for the new Trackmaster track stuff. I also can't wait to see the longer Annie and Clarabelle. Definitely will be buying
I
those.
don't understand why everyone's hating on them.
A lot of people are actually liking it, and I'm like, that's a good thing.
No, but I've seen a lot of people say that they think it's just they're cheaping out.
Wait, is this for the newer Trackmaster?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's not Trackmaster anymore. It's motorized.
Oh.
They dropped the name Trackmaster,
So, wow.
which is not a bad choice. just an unreasonable
I've
one.
run since like 2007. I grew up Trackmaster.
I mean, Trackmaster will always be childhood. It's just how I've always lived my life. I've always had Trackmaster stuff. I've had all three ranges. I mean, did you know that the Tomy Blue Track was technically Trackmaster at one point?
Yeah, cool.
For a Trackmaster system, at first, was Tomy Blue Track up until 2007. That's why you got the adapters when they started making sets in 2007.
I find those adapters for Thomas like wood and the Trackmaster and like the different type of Trackmaster track. And how you can like take and play track and adventures track and just put them together. I really find the adapters very interesting because you can adapt to any type of different range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where in the hell did the...
Liam, that is a mood. Asking those types of questions, I do it daily.
Oh yeah, I ask those questions all the time because I lose things a lot.
Oh, trust me, I misplaced my my thing of gray paint earlier. When literally it's the most like decent sized tube, and it was sitting on top of my fridge.
Oh, about a week ago, I was looking for my spray paint, and I normally keep my spray paint in the laundry room, and so I was like, where the heck is it? And then I'm like, wait a minute, I remember I was working on a different project with my gray spray paint, and I realized I left it outside, and I'm like, oh, well, there it is.
Strong in the real way.
First, let's season powder my phone.
Oh shit! I just remembered. I need to start forming the points. Morgan's Mine is a set that's really hard on trying to remember how to build it. Have I taken pictures of it before? I have. I don't know what happened to them.
Wasn't Morgan's Mine in the Great Discovery?
Yes, and it's also learned that Arch and Sheds also shared.
Okay.
Yeah, Great Waterton Sheds used the exact same set, and it was pretty odd seeing that, and I was just like, oh, I didn't know this happened. Yeah, but that was the day that I learned that Great Waterton Sheds used the exact same set as Morgan's Mine. And it was pretty obvious. You could tell in the movie that it was that set, but you weren't completely sure of it until, like, its existence. I'm just gonna go with the flow on how I feel about this right now, and I'm just gonna say, oh, Morgan's Mine had a bit of, I could say that it's been a bit of, like, it's been rebuilt, kinda. I guess I could say that. Or they've started, like, changing the tracks around and stuff like that. I mean, that's kind of hard to say, because it's not like Diesel 10 could do such a thing. Oh, wait, never mind. Diesel 10 wouldn't give a fuck, he'd do it anyways.
So,
Running track machines, it's really fun sometimes. Because I think after the Morgan's mindset, I'm probably going to build a layout. After I get what I need specifically.
Alright, I think I'm gonna take this on here for a minute. I'm gonna ask, what do you guys think of the new Royal engine cover and all that?
I think the cover looks shit, but I think the special looks decent. It's looking decent right now.
What do you think of the RWS cover?
I think it's a very nice little callback. Yeah, they are pandering off nostalgia, but still.
Remember, guys, Straw Hat was invited to Smash.
No. Where is that? What are my three fingers under this? Yay, I'm tearing down a set.
You literally, like, it's like you literally film the scenes you need, and then you just don't need the set anymore.
The meeting scene doesn't take too long to film. It's 50 seconds. So.
I know, I've done it like... I did 4 takes of it in one night. It was kind of fun, though, actually.
Where are my bushes?
Okay, Train Boy 53 production passed. That's just a little while ago, actually. To answer the question about Toby. Toby is going to stay the way he is, with the red wheels and the side rods, mainly because I'm going for a Railway Series callback on my Toby instead of anything else, so. Mainly because Railway Series Toby was interesting.
I like his blue side blades.
Yeah.
I don't mind RWS Toby, but I would prefer TV series just a little bit more, if you get what I mean.
The only difference between the Railway Series Toby and the TV series Toby is that technically Toby's wheels in the TV series are red.
No, the only difference is that Toby is a pussy in the TV series.
Oh, that too.
Oh, dang it.
Well,
I mean, he wasn't in Magic Railroad, and certainly not in Heart of Gold either.
oh, and certainly not in the earlier seasons of the series.
And Mattel made him a pussy, and I don't like that. Because they're like spoiled evil.
They did the same to they did the same to Henry and Percy.
Yeah, but Percy has always been like what do you kind of. He's gullible. He's Percy. He's a 5-year-old in a trained buddy.
Oh.
Thomas also regularly says fuck.
Oh no. You know what? I was actually gonna say that sometime, but I wasn't sure when the right time was.
See, here's the thing. Certain people, well, I mean, oh yeah. You were there for that useful engine. I remember that. Thomas says fuck. Liam, I actually think at the time that came about, you were actually not there with us.
Unfortunately not. I would have probably pissed my pants still.
It was pretty funny. We were all saying goodbye, and I'm just like, Thomas says fuck.
And we're like, oh, dang.
I would have. I can do G.I. Thomas' voice because I did my impression.
Hey, by the way, that makes me wonder, how come you left?
I have to go.
Alright, I can see that, because I was wondering that ever since the stream ended, but, oh well. Oh well.
Oh, earlier, are we doing a Magic Railroad Chase night?
Tonight, I think it's a possibility that we can.
Alright, because I stayed up till 2 a.m. last night and I'm absolutely wrecked today.
And, I mean, we can, but, like, the thing is that I'm just not entirely sure if I'll be able to. I mean, I want to. I mean, I've done claim the role as Thomas, so I might as well.
It's just...
My voice is gonna be fucked after this.
I'm gonna be probably tired, but
Plus, I mean, my girlfriend's not gonna deal with me hardly having a voice. She went back to her mom's today, so. I only call her when she's at her aunt's because her mom's not such a great person, so. I will say that and not show any shame towards it. Even though I probably should.
Thomas regularly says fuck you to person.
I mean, yeah, obviously. Because, like, Thomas gets mad at Percy. He's just like, Percy, why are you such a cunt? Percy looks at Thomas and says, Thomas, this is a kid's show. Well, I don't give a fuck.
Thomas had never seen such bullshit before.
Proceeds to push Percy into a pile of coal.
Jake also regularly says fuck. It's mostly to the other engines, though.
I mean, of course James would say fuck.
And probably Gordon.
I bet Gordon, like, in respect for Gordon, when he crashes into those tankers, I bet he would have said fuck.
No, Gordon's too posh to say fuck.
No, I have a feeling he'd be like, holy shit, and then would like crash.
Gordon has the ability to say fuck, but he chooses not to.
Gordon makes life choices that we can't.
Gordon makes very weird life choices.
Yes.
Yeah.
Morgan's mine has a very complicated track layout. I haven't seen anybody ask about why the layout is the way it is. I think it's just best if people don't ask how the Morgan's mine track layout works.
I mean, I'm not totally sure either.
I mean, because I only know of the two sidings and then the mine entrance.
I never knew it was actually called Morgan's Mine until I looked at the wooden railway place.
I knew it was Morgan's mine because after the thing was released and they released a set about it, Thomas's Midnight Ride specifically, on the back of the box it mentions Great Waterton. And it was only listed as Morgan's mine later on because I'm trying to remember.
They needed it for branding.
Yeah, well, that works.
Was Great Waterton ever in the railway series?
Great Waterton, no. But I do know that there is a junction on the 2014 TV series map that we know that Great Waterton is still there.
I mean, not a lot of people.
I wish they would bring back a lot of this.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, God. Yeah. Hey, you go first.
I'll say fuck it. Sam Wilkinson, yeah, he sucks, but he's still human. And I gotta give him some credit. There's a lot of active stuff in there. I mean, saying that technically there's 2 tunnels at Henry's Tunnel is wrong. Yes, there's 2 tunnel bores, but there's not 2 tunnels. In the railway series, there was never mention of 2 tunnels. It was just one singular tunnel.
Yeah, that's something I kind of find weird. Like they said they built another tunnel, but there was already a tunnel there. But like, what the hell?
Well, I believe it's where they in the railway series when they say they built a new tunnel, I believe they built the second tunnel bore. Because at first it would have only been. Well, see, I heard that in a bit of lore that they tried building a tunnel at first, but it collapsed. And then when they went back in, when the railway was trying to get to Tidmouth, they went and built the tunnel from both sides.
I think that makes sense.
And a lot of people don't come to 2014 map as well because it has tap elevations.
Yeah. And Gordon's Hill isn't even shown as an elevation on the map, surprisingly.
Okay, so back to what I was gonna say earlier, like, I wish they'd bring back a lot of old, like, stuff, like, a lot of old sets that were in, like, I guess, the model series, and just put them in the CGI. I wonder how they'd look.
I wonder how, like, New Kirk Ronan Station as well. Maybe.
CGI Kirk Ronan Station. Interesting thought.
I'd like to see what Roman's Gate would look like in CGI.
Well,
Like, I don't think, I can't remember the last time we've seen it, actually.
I thought it was in the CGI series.
it is, and it was last shown in season 22.
Really?
Counting on Nia.
Oh, okay. Like, I mean, like, you know what? Like, it doesn't look like the classic series one. Like, that's what I'd like to see.
The thing is that apparently in the TV series, the big station section of it, even though the tracks are far spaced out and there is no canopy over it, I learned that the station tracks actually end. They end in buffers.
Yeah.
And that the only tracks that continue onwards is the ones that go the middle platforms.
Okay, so yesterday I was watching the Unlucky Tug stream, and we got to see the whole narrow gauge map. Like I saw that the 2 other lines ended in buffers, and then there's also switches, so you can get onto the right line. So yeah.
A station that I'd like to see come back, Killaban, because it was literally just a big, like clone.
Ooh. Let's see. I forgot the bridge. Okay, so what's the bridge what's the station that connects the main line to Thomas's branch line again? I kind of forgot about that.
Oak Bridge?
Yeah, I'd love to see that return.
Technically in the railway series, Ellsbridge existed. And Knapford Knapford was Knapford Junction, but at the same thing, I would believe that in the TV series the Knapford Junction does exist, and that would be our concurrent Tidmouth. Unless it's Season 3 Tidmouth. Season 3 Tidmouth is believable to be Tidmouth. Just the way how, it just wouldn't make sense to have Tidmouth in Seasons 1 and 2 the way it was, and not have some explanation behind it.
Guys, do some people search traffic and search on it.
Oh yeah, it's time to build the mine sections of Morgan's mine. Lovely.
So have the smelters been seen in the CJ series?
What is it specifically?
The smelter's yard, like the
Tapmar version?
well, like it's the model series one, like kind of where old slow coach was found and all that stuff.
Oh,
No.
I believe that was Kildane?
Yeah, Kildane Scrapyard. That's where Iron Burt or
Or, well, Ironworks. The last time it was ever seen was in, technically, series. It was in the new series, the last time it was seen.
Probably the last time we saw it was in season 12.
so we haven't actually seen like a scrapyard.
Beside Croc's scrapyard, that's it. And technically the waste dump can be concluded as a scrapyard.
I mean,
Works as well because we see scrap engines there.
Yeah.
honestly, I think it would have been interesting if they would have placed Reg at the actual scrapyard instead of like an open area.
I'm just glad they brought back Croc's scrapyard.
Like, it would have been interesting to see Reg, Ari, and Bert converse with each other. Because unlike Ari and Bert, Reg is not all about crashing steam engines, and he probably I think the character could work together.
Gotta find the other cross track because I know it's in here. I literally just saw it. I need the final cross track for one reason. That one reason being I've got to make the other mine entrance tunnel because I made two because that's just who I am. Oh, this is gonna be lovely. I think I'm gonna use the double shed. Yeah, I'm gonna take one of the sides off of the double shed, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a the double track riser. I believe those are about the same height, roughly. Except for in a little sense. Mine is probably the one set that I really hate building because I can't remember how it's built.
You could draw a truck of it.
I feel like I have, and I can't find that either.
I mean, it's not fully shown in the movie, but I think, going back to watch the Discovery would probably work, maybe.
Well, see, the thing is that Morgan's mine is my own, assumption of what it would look like.
Yeah.
When they would have used it when Great Waterton was still in use.
Yeah.
Well, how do you lose an entire town?
I don't know.
Well, they did say the waterworks, when, the water wells and stuff dried up, and it's not that they forgot, it's the fact is that they abandoned it because there was no point of still having it. Yet how there's still a way to get to it, and only specifically by accessing the narrow gauge, going to the narrow gauge transfer yards. Which is funny that the transfer yards is only seen, really, the way that we see it, is only seen a couple times throughout the new series, and that's after, that's season 8 and onwards. Actually,
no, the transfer yards.
the transfer yards was only seen in season 9 and onwards. I remember that now.
Wait, you mean like the transfer yard where Thomas normally goes to?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that was seen all the way through from season 9 to like season 12.
And I mean, yeah, they brought in a new version. Say this, for the CGI series, they brought in a new version for season 16 when they brought back the narrow gauge engines.
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, like I think of it just like another like. So like, of course, there's sheds there for the narrow gauge engines to sleep. Like, I think of it as just a redesign of basically the classic series of the narrow gauge sheds, but yeah, but there's also like a bigger yard attached to it.
And see, if it wasn't for Blue Mountain Mystery, we would have never had dual gauge track.
Yeah. Because honestly, I think in model series form, it would have been harder to create dual gauge track.
I thought they had to really track in the Warsaw.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, I can't really remember.
I did watch I don't remember the new series that much, so I won't remember.
I mean, I remember Blue Mountain Mystery a little bit. Like, however, they didn't. I mean, they showed the newer transfer yards, but only in one.
I love how throughout the TV series, the only thing that's never changed is the one junction that I believe is the Great Waterton Junction, or it's either the Kirk Ronan Junction. Oh wait, okay. They have the same type of junction for Great Waterton, and they have the same type of junction for Kirk Ronan. Or would it technically would be killed, I guess you could say. TV series, the 2014 TV series map. Not disregarding it because I use it all the time. 2014 TV series. I'm going to go to this map. Beautiful size image. Scroll in. Okay, we've got Pale Godred, Blue Mountain Quarry. Yes, it would technically be the Kildane Junction, which is what I'm saying is You know the big overhead signal box?
Yeah, I think so.
When you see that, because you've got the 2 junctions that you've got that use that, or 3, because I believe Great Waterton has one too. The Kirk Ronan junction, I know that for a fact. And I know Great Waterton junction has one too. So, and then Kildane has one. And Kildane's that we see is the one that's in Blue Mountain Mystery.
Where's this space belong?
Blue Mountain Mystery, all searches. And then we're going to find the wiki page for it. There we go.
On Wikipedia, the free online encyclopedia.
Yeah. I remember getting Blue Mountain Mystery on DVD. I was really hoping to see Duncan. I didn't get Duncan.
I mean, at least they brought Duncan back in season 18. That was pretty awesome, but however, it would have been interesting to see him in the mystery.
So, my thing is okay, so if the Blue Mountain Quarry has been here the entire fucking time, then why did we never see it until Blue Mountain Mystery?
I don't know.
Fucking the.
Oh, wait, you go first.
Oh, sorry, no, you go first.
Okay, so, you know in the episode Don't Make Something, does that really mean was Duncan actually there?
Well, it says right here that Duncan was supposed to be in the movie.
But they didn't get his render done in time?
Yeah, that's what it says here. And then the Marklin engine apparently has an
Yeah, he's or something.
Yeah.
How are we sure that it's not just a Rosie scrapped engine? I mean,
I don't know. Somebody probably confirmed it or something.
okay.
It's probably Sam Wilkinson.
Well, Vickerstown Junction, that's obviously, you know, the Vickerstown Tunnel, that's Henry's Tunnel, not dumb.
One of those balls.
Well, I mean, TV series depicts as, I need to sit down for this, actually, because live stream's gonna keep going, but until I get the answers I need, I'm sitting down. Ugh. Okay, so, okay. Cuba is mentioned, the mainland is mentioned, the smelter's yard is mentioned. Well, the smelter's yard is mentioned in almost everything. Okay, so...
I miss Diesel threatening the steam engines.
Yeah.
Now he can't.
So I guess while we're on the topic of like places and locations, what do you guys think of the new map that they released?
I like it.
There was a new map released?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I actually kind of liked it. I mean, I kind of glanced over it a little bit.
Oh, I didn't really read too much into it. It's just. I just found to test at it again, so.
So do you want to hear something funny? They on like the map, the Colby Fell is there, but yet we don't have the Colby Fell in the CGI series.
Yes, Sodor is, although Sodor is an island, Sodor itself, according to promotional videos for the Great Way, Sodor itself is its own country. I wouldn't surprise me. Sodor being its own country. I mean, it's large enough to be one. You've got a fucking main line that, I mean, yeah, Gordon can cross it in about an hour, but... Because they express to stop at 2 places. If I remember specifically, one place is, well, is Kildane, but we don't see it in the series. And then we've got, what was the other location? Oh, yeah. The express also starts, or stops at, Crovan's Gate. Oh, yeah, the 2020 map. Okay.
Man, the Erdelbergers look so awesome. Honestly, I think I might actually just get one and convert it with wooden railway magnet.
I personally wouldn't do that because he you could probably stick something onto him, like a screw in his front coupler.
This is kind of funny. The 2020 map doesn't even showcase,
Like this, kind of.
I guess that looks cool. I just would, like, what if I keep on the long train and it's, like, the coupling snap, so-called?
I don't really want to convert this because I know it's rare, so.
Well, yes, but the reason I would do that is because the tow train did, and, like, I think it looks cool.
Mm.
So here what it shows is that we've got Kildane doesn't have, you know, a CGI series thing. I think it's funny though that the only difference between Marin Station in the CGI series, or well, new series less CGI, than the classic series Marin, is that it's just curved now. That's it. It's literally still the same station, same layout, except for there's an extra track, and what probably was a few sidings have been removed. I love how Tidmouth here, it doesn't even, it establishes Farquhar Quarry, but not Farquhar. And yes, Ulfstead is accessed by, from Marin. You can go up from there, I know that for a fact. I love how the Coldie Fell, the thing is that I believe the Coldie Fell could be brought back, or brought in, because that's what they show. They show it as like, you could put the Coldie Fell in the series. They put they put Peel Godred for crying out loud.
I really would like the Coldy Fell engines to return. I'd like them to be in the show. If they put the small railway engines in, then they should be able to do that too. Why tease us like that? Especially when they released the wooden railway Coldy. They made us all think that the Coldy Fell would be in it, at least in the show, but no, it's not. There was a long silence.
I think the reason why we've got like the Ferris wheel and stuff at Ulstead and the new map is the factor in the whole Marvelous Machinery stuff, which comes out in exactly a week and 5 days.
Oh.
It comes out May 1st on Netflix in the US.
I don't have Netflix, so I'm gonna have to wait a bit longer.
It'll be on YouTube before the day is over, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the fuck.
Well, then I'll be checking it out then.
And you're gonna hear all the condoms complain about it.
From a lot of people, I've been hearing that they think that the Royal Engine could be the best special yet.
If I'm being completely honest, it actually doesn't look half bad. And
the fact is that Beresford's back. I do have a feeling that Thomas eventually sees the experimental yard again. I will say that. I wouldn't be surprised if Thomas comes across the experimental engines. I wouldn't.
Beresford? Or say Beresford?
Yeah.
Honestly, oh, you know what? I'd like to see what Sir Topham Hatt would do in this situation, since Thomas has met Beresford before. Like, Sir Topham Hatt would probably say, "Look, listen here, we have to get going. You're causing us confusion and delay, so please let us pass."
Well, Thomas, as shown in the clip, just kind of talks Beresford down.
Well,
I feel bad for Beresford, not gonna lie.
Like, the only clip I've seen with Beresford is the one in the trailer, and then a recently sneak peek of Thomas heading off to London. By the way, did you know that Sir Topham Hatt says botheration in the clip?
Yeah.
Thomas has said it. I mean, it's said several times throughout the series.
Well, I mean, the only three times I've heard it in the show is Ghost Train, Thomas and the Magic Railroad, and now in the Royal Engine.
I know in the new series it is used once or twice, but I can't remember who's the characters where they use it.
Oh wait, actually, Sir Topham Hatt actually said it again in the Beast of Sodor. Like, he says, "Botheration, what to do now?" Okay, so I guess I can say I've technically heard that word 4 times in the whole entire show.
Hmm.
I love how they've discounted the Magic Railroad.
And
I'm not being
yeah,
serious by that. I mean, I absolutely hate it. The Magic Railroad, I mean, it's an important part of Thomas history. You can't just diss it like that, Mattel.
I mean,
A lot of people do.
I mean,
yeah.
it's the thing that started all the Thomas specials to begin with.
It's just like I want it to be. Of course, in my series, it's gonna be. But the one thing I wonder, like, is Magic Railroad canon or non-canon?
It's non-canon.
But yet, The Adventure Begins isn't canon either.
Wait, is it not?
Nope. They de-canoned that when Mattel released it's only on the UK channel, surprisingly. But there's a video where it's basically dissing The Adventure Begins and making the Railway series canon.
Yeah, but when?
Exactly. Although The Adventure Begins, Glenn is in the series, The Adventure Begins is apparently not canon.
Okay.
Mattel, that's a mistake on Mattel's part.
Why? Why not? Like, what the heck? So you're saying that, like, the beginning of Thomas, like, where it all begins, at least for the story, means nothing? What the actual heck?
The Railway series means something.
Well, not the Adventure Begins, since it's basically like a retelling of the same stories.
They're pondering with the Railway series, so.
Knapford,
Honestly, I
Knapford
think
Yards,
the Adventure
Wolf's
Begins
Cove,
is canon.
Wolf's Way Stump, Vickerstown Diesel Works, Vickerstown Tunnel, Vickerstown Junction. Vickerstown Junction, yeah, is the one that.
Well, now I'm officially sad.
And I've made a nice little diorama here. Beresford holding Thomas hostage.
Yeah, that looks nice.
And Thomas looks on.
I have a small feeling that what is it? I'm trying to remember. Oh, hi, whoever, to all the people who are watching stream. We're taking a quick break from the set. We are currently going through and we're discussing stuff.
Yeah.
I love how you technically get to see the Diesel Works Junction again in Marvelous Machinery, because that's where that has to be the Diesel Works Junction, because there's no other junction on the island that looks like that.
Exactly. I mean, somebody, like, okay, so I saw another picture on Twitter, like,
and they were like, "Is it?" And like it shows like that junction and then like the diesel works junction from the Arc era, like. And I'm like, maybe. I mean, you never know.
How is this Kirkronan Junction? It would make no sense for it to be Kirkronan Junction. When he's not coming from Kirkronan. Even the Blue Mountain Quarry depicts that he'd be going down to Kildane. Why would he be coming off of a branch from? Right there anyways. Because... Okay. I need to go back to the junction and I need to look. Okay. The only way... Okay, I love how the 2014 series map depicts the main line being split into two tracks. Being the Sodor Airport, the Repair Yard, Sodor Search and Rescue Center, and Misty Island Tunnel, which that depicts where the hell is Misty Island. And then Kiloban, which we learn would technically be part of the main line. I do believe that. And then Abandoned Mines, Sodor Flour Mills, Maritime Museum, Pirates Cove, the Conductors Railway, Sodor Wishing Well, Magic Buffers, D10, Diesel 10's Mountain, and then the Sodor Bakery. Still confuses me why the whole fucking chase takes place across the fucking island. It wouldn't make sense.
I think it's just on the loop line.
It would have to. I mean, yeah.
It has to be on a line that runs through. It has to be a loop line that runs through Henry's Tunnel and over the water mill.
But we know for a fact that Henry's Tunnel is at.
What?
We know that Henry's Tunnel is near Vickerstown. I love how they fixed that from the TV series, because you know the TV series originally had it towards Knapford, which would technically be the Crosby Tunnel. I think that's what they depicted it as, because the Crosby Tunnel is there, and it's the tunnel right outside of Knapford. Then you get to the washdown.
Honestly, when I was little, I thought Henry's Tunnel was technically near Knapford, but now I know it's a longer ways away.
A lot of people thought that, and you're not the only one.
I'm trying to think of the chase. It starts on the Kirkronan branch near the washing well, and then it goes through the water mill, goes through Henry's Tunnel, and ends up at the viaduct.
And the viaduct, I mean, Thomas would have had to go through the cement works, which at the time didn't even exist. Well, it did exist, but it wasn't shown in the series.
I like the idea of the cement works.
Yeah, like honestly, but Thomas, in order to get back... So I can understand why I think... Actually... I do believe that the chase technically could have taken place on the Kirkronan branch all the way, except for the only part that would never make sense is the watermill. And the reason why I say that is because you could possibly have a tunnel where the main line crosses over.
Everett or the tunnel that they go through in the movie isn't Henry's.
I would believe that wouldn't be Henry's tunnel. I'd believe that.
Yeah, but when does Henry's tunnel have the track above it?
Exactly. Well, the only time it's ever seen that way is in the Great Race, and that's it.
No, wait, I'll think about the new series, but no, it doesn't. or the CGI series. Trying to find maps. I'm trying to find the map, like a good map of Sodor, so I can figure out.
The best one you're really gonna get is the 20 map.
Alright, but it's all pixelated.
I've got it here, non-pixelated.
Where's the Ronin on this?
Kirk Ronan is where you see Kelsthorpe Road. Kelsthorpe Road. You literally go down below it, and Kirk Ronan's right there. And it
Wellsworth,
I honestly do think though that on the new map, don't you guys think that there would have at least have been a track that goes up the Ballasween? Like, and then Harwick, you know, Harwick. I know the Harwick branch line. I know that goes from Augsburg West to
I'll probably have to use one of these shitty DeviantArt maps because like all these other ones are pixelated.
Fair enough.
Arlsborough, Toyrac, Hackensack. Oh, there's Park Ronan, right. Okay, it's at the bottom of the map.
Sodor Suspension Bridge, Barrow, Finesse. Okay, this is weird. Biggest town.
Kirk Ronan, Old Town. And where's the Ballady Tunnel? There it is.
And it's depicted as 2 tunnels on the 2014 series map. Because you can see a little gap between.
And where would the Big Dipper be?
The Big Dipper is actually, if you look closely, you can see where it says the cement works. And it's literally about right there, that little junction after the cement works. That's where it would be. Crosby Tunnel is seen in the CGI series. I know that for a fact.
Ronan, Transport Road, Sneak Car.
The coaling plant had its own branch line? Season 5. No wonder why. The coaling plant shown in season 5 is like right after Wellsworth, I believe. I need to find that. Yep. The coaling plant and yards and coal mines is right at the the Fenlands are on Edwards branch line. The halt and then Miners Halt. It's right after Sudbury Junction, so technically it's within east of Wellsworth. I guess you could say. Yeah, northeast of Wellsworth. I don't know. Coaling plant, the coal mines, the coaling plant. Yeah. Only 2 places. Wellsworth. Why couldn't they use a version of Wellsworth from the classic series with all those switches? Marin. CGI series, new series, classic series.
South of Rolf's Castle. Rolf's Castle.
I love how Kronk in the new series was a single track station. Season 6 also had it as a single track station. What the heck?
Kirkland and Branch.
Kildane. Who was... Oh, so Kildane is shown in the new series. But it's a single platform. Okay, but there's no thing for Kildane Junction. That's so weird. Ballandrine Bridge is next. Oh, okay. So Ballandrine Bridge is the bridge shown on the main line and where the cow is at on a cow on the line.
Callum. Here's the notebook.
The cows. Balladrine, whatever it is. That's one platform. It's just a mainline station. Calabi, which is a two platform station technically. We just never see the second platform.
Comes and breeze.
I miss Kelsthorpe Road. Haven't seen it in a while, and I honestly like the new series. Like the new series version of the station better.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks pretty cool.
Rail under bridge. All the work, Bosworth and
There's 3 platforms in the railway series for Crovan's Gate, and then 6 platforms in the TV series. They're like, whoa.
When was Baldy Bridge shown in town?
The transfer yards. Okay.
I mean, I'm not, but I guess.
Oh.
The main.
It's the you know the bridge the Thomas passes and then it goes to Kiloman.
Yeah.
That's Volga's bridge. I'm looking at it.
Okay. Hear that?
It's the one that Birdie goes under again.
Yeah. Okay.
Just sent it in Sean.
Personally, yeah, people say that Vigerstown appeared in the TV series before season 20.
Bridge and like
Uh,
the whole oh my god, it's on the little western.
yeah, Grey Waterton received its name from the waterworks in the town, which supplied water to all towns of Sodor. When the first steam engines came to work on Sodor, they lived at this town. The town was served by Sodor tramways, which supplied the coal and water to the town and the waterworks. Over time, the waterworks and tramway was closed, and people began moving to other towns of Sodor. Yeah, it says here that the town was restored and reopened to the public. The tramway also came back into business, operated by Flora, who is never seen again. She was introduced in season 12 and we never saw her again. Does the waterworks actually appear in the series?
Then go over to the western branch, and then to the Big Dipper. Also going through far the water mill.
The waterworks was right there by the station the entire time. That's what the tower is for?
Mhm.
Okay, so apparently the standpipe tower is the tower that those trucks go revering into in the Great Discovery. It's called the standpipe tower for the waterworks. I'm like, what? Has anybody noticed in that scene Gordon's basically trapped?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he's screwed.
Yeah, I mean, Gordon was stuck there until they cleaned up the mess. I wonder how he felt about that. Probably pissed. Apparently it said that Harvey has worked at the waterworks. My question is how?
Okay. I'm confused with the chase now because
I mean, honestly. I've noticed how shit that all the junctions in the series, it's so weird. Next, Vickers-Town, obviously.
keeps running branch. Or whatever line Henry's is, the main line with Henry's, it jumps to the Little Western, and then to the Big Dipper.
So basically, it's a whole mess of just engines running around it.
Yeah.
I mean, but then again, the chase is so nice is that you really forget about all of that stuff.
Yeah. I've never actually thought of the locations shown in the chase until, like, where the proper place is until this year.
Honestly, like, You just gotta think about this.
You're like, I don't care if they run from this location to this location.
I mean, we only know that one watermill exists.
Wait a trying to think of the logistics.
Only, I mean, I'm being honest. Like, only one watermill exists on Sodor, as far as we know.
Hmm?
Only one watermill exists.
Hmm.
Bakerstown's concept art is so weird. And so dull and bland. Oh, there's the track plan.
Wait. Is there a different? Thomas's art is on the Kirkland branch.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Yeah, it is. So, and then it looks back to the Kirkland.
Yeah.
Everything else we see is on the Kirkland branch, except for Henry's Tunnel and the...
Yeah. You know, what I really found weird locations, like the set of buffers where the engines meet, the magic buffer, Diesel 10's sculpture, where are these places really taking place at? Like, what line on they are? I can involve me.
Yeah. Mm.
Vicarstown Bridge.
If I was any good at map drawing, I'd probably. Map.
Yeah.
So,
Also,
apparently
Sorry.
the Trackmaster set, the Talking Thomas and Percy Trackmaster set, or interactive railway set, comes with a Vicarstown Bridge. I've had an idea. You take two of those, you stick the motherfuckers together. There you go. I have a feeling that's what will, it will end up. Okay, so the Vicarstown Bridge. Okay, so Salty All at Sea. I hardly remember that episode, if I'm being honest with you. But like the thing is like, how many times throughout the series is Vicarstown Bridge under repair?
oh, long.
I mean,
God damn! It's a fucking bridge.
And so or so.
Wait, how did Oliver? Okay, so Vicarstown Goods Depot. How the fuck did Oliver make it all the way there? It makes no sense. How did Oliver make it all the way to Sodor, but then get put into the goods depot? I want to know. The scrapyards, where is it at? Oh, scrapyards apparently was supposed to appear in season 12. Never did. Thomas Percy and also coach Thomas.
Over my puzzle side.
All right.
I'll talk to you later, Bailey.
All right. See you, man.
Goodbye, useful.
See ya. Oh well.
We've been live at it for about an hour. I took down Knapford. I did what I needed to do.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We will probably continue. We'll probably do another live stream tomorrow. Got nothing else better to do. It's a Monday.
Well, it was nice being here.
Yeah. All right, guys. You all take care.